Hey, welcome to my beta show. I wanted to make a show where I talk about The Sims and just things that are going on with that. This week, The Sims 4 was announced, finally. What I want to do is do like a top 5 list of things that I would like right in the base game that wasn't included in The Sims 3 or previous versions of The Sims. One I would like is weather. I want the seasons, the weather to stay in the game. I feel like after it just felt like something was missing, and I wanted it, right from the get-go. I feel like the weather makes the game new, every time the seasons change. That was something I always wanted in the game, and then they gave it to us in The Sims 2. And like I said, before it didn't bother me too much, but it was something I wanted, and they finally gave it to us in the Sims 2. And then they took it away when the Sims 3 base game came out, and then gave it back to us. I'm hoping they just leave it in there for good this time. The second thing I want in the base game from the get-go for The Sims 4 will be blueprint mode. I suck at making houses on The Sims. They always end up being like this square, and they always look the same. And you know what? Usually they're always have pretty much the same items too, because there's just certain things that I like how they look. I like certain cars in there. I mean, I always give my Sims the Ford Fiesta that you can download from the store. I like that car. I feel like blueprint mode could be maybe even improved in The Sims 4. Maybe they can let us add our own blueprints. Maybe someone who does do a good job creating rooms and decorating rooms and stuff could then say, this is a living room, somehow like outline it and say, this is the living room, and I'll add this to my blueprints. And then they could, from there, once they have it in the blueprint mode, they can maybe upload to like the exchange, and then you could share the house, the rooms, and then you could have custom rooms that you could download from the exchange. Something like that could be something that they could do to improve blueprint mode in Sims 4, and maybe even before The Sims 3 ends. Third thing I want left in the game is the ability to share with like Facebook and Twitter and thesims3.com. I hope they keep like the different moments that were given to us in Generations, the high school graduation, the proms, and being able to do bachelor parties and bachelorette parties, stuff like that was given to us in Generations. I hope sticks around for the base game of Sims 4. For me, I usually like to do legacy families in the game, and so for me, having those moments are a nice touch to the game that I can't say I felt like they were lacking before they put them in there, but they are something that, taken away, I would then miss now that they're there. And also, I share fucking everything. I share too much, maybe. I have that share 200 memories achievement for my Sims. I just got that recently, and that's probably took me this long because I share everything that goes on in my family, from when a new Sim is born to like when the kids graduate high school, to when the cat vomits on the floor. I share way too much, and I don't care because I get enough Farmville and whatever else requests on Facebook that I don't care about. So I spam it with my Sims, and you know what? I feel like that's fair. So I'm going to share stuff from my game that you probably don't care about either. I feel like that's fair. I do. And I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be sticking around. They did a FAQ on the forums on Sims3.com, and they mentioned that even though it's an offline game, they are going to have some online elements to it. There's going to be something where when you sign in, you have extra something. They didn't say what, they just said they're going to add something. And I'm hoping that's at least one of the things that they're going to have in there. The fourth thing that I want to stay in the game is houseboats. They're not out yet. I mean, as of this recording, they're not out yet. But I really want houseboats, and I just hope they stick around for the base game of Sims 4, or they come back very fast, because that's something I want. That's something that is... It's one of those things where I kind of never thought about until, what was it? Lucky Palms, I think it was, came out, where they had like a dock area with some lots there. They had houses that kind of looked kind of like houseboats, and then that's where I was just like, oh my god, I wish there was houseboats. And then when they announced Island Paradise and they showed off houseboats, I got excited for that, and I can't wait to play with those. The only thing I wish is that it would come out sooner for Island Paradise. But yeah, I feel like that might be something, once again, that once they have it in the game in Sims 3, and then we go to Sims 4, and they don't have it, I'm gonna feel like it's missing, and it's just, it's one of those things that will make me probably go back to Sims 3 for a while and play that. Just like when Sims 3 came out, and I'm pretty sure Apartments was like the last one that they came out with for the Sims 2, and I liked Apartments. I thought it was cool being able to have a sim and live in an apartment-like area, with other NPC sims. You can kind of have that. I liked having the apartments and having my Sims live there. And then when Sims 3 came out and it didn't have that, it felt missing to me, and I went back and forth for a while. Same thing like having my Sims be able to go to college. That was another thing I missed from the Sims 2 to the Sims 3. Eventually I got over it, and I could stop playing Sims 2 completely, other than for the occasional, oh, I miss it, and I play it. The last thing I hope that they keep in there in the base game, and it's something very simple, something I feel like they can do, is just leave being able to swim in the ocean. That was something I always thought was weird in The Sims 3. That they're in Sunset Valley. In Sunset Valley, they have a beach that you can go swim in, or a beach that was there, but you couldn't swim in the water. Up until recently, you couldn't swim in that water, and it just felt weird. It's like there's this beach that you can go and visit and, you know, do stuff there. You can do everything but swim in the water. What was wrong with the water? Up until recently. Is there chemicals or something in there? I don't know. It just always felt weird that, you know, pools are fine, but the beach isn't. It just always felt kind of weird to me. So those are the top 5 things that I hope, you know, will be in the base game when it comes out in The Sims 4. I hope you like this video, and if you do, subscribe and like it.